they don't have proper barrier. You watch the movie, a lot of jumping ghosts. They say the ghost cannot jump inside. They weren't watching too much movie. No. So in order for you to come inside the house, you have to leave your leg. Then only you can come in, right? So the moment you leave your leg, indirectly you are bound. You are paying respect to the owner of the mansion. That's the main purpose. And then a lot of pantang. You know what's pantang? Superstitious. You are not allowed to step on it, you are not allowed to sit on it, you are not allowed to eat it. So if there's any wedding ceremony, the bride and the bridegroom come inside, everyone, the eyes will be on their necks. See whether they step on it or not. Pressure. Accidentally you step on the knees, they don't feel happy. So a lot of superstitious. Very careful with this one. That's why today in Penang, you visit the public temple, before you enter, they have a wooden bin. So the moment you go inside, you do the things what you're supposed to do. But actually, they are paying respect to the person. Alright, come over here. So now we look at the beautiful tiles. These are original from England. Back in 1895 till today. This mansion was built in 1895. Okay, 125 years ago. So they are original down here. And we look at the beautiful iron structure. It came from Scotland. Come, take a look. This way. You can see from here, it came from Glasgow.
Glasgow.
By the company McFarlane and Company. Solid cast iron. So these are original till today. And now you look up here. This is what we call air bell. So the olden days, they don't have electricity, they don't have tap water. Yeah, they use well water. They depends on the nature. The sun goes up, the house flatten up. Raining, water coming down. They collect water for cleaning and washing. Very heavy rain. This area looks like what? Swimming pool. And the little children, they play with the water. And this is more to Chinese feng shui. A lot of water for the Chinese, it means soy. Soy means money. So a lot of water, that means a lot of money. Alright, so the money cannot one shot go out inside the longkang. No. So here we have a small outlet. The water slowly will go out. This is Chinese feng shui. Come, let's go inside here. Now we look at this table. This table we call Tok Panjang. What is Tok Panjang? Tok Panjang came from two words. The local Hokkien dialect, Tok Peng, it means table. Panjang, long. So we call long table. Very important for the Nyonya Baba's family. Those were the days. Why? Our grandmother's time, they have a lot of children. Anything more than 10, you are like that. Today, you got more than 5, your hair dropping. That's unusual. Right. So again, you look down here, they don't use chopstick. Because during that period, Malaya, we are under the British. Very much influenced by that. Even you look at the photo, the grandfather olden days already putting on coat and tie. So you can see they're already influenced by the British. And now the important seat come behind here. Yes, you be the Capitan.
Capitan.
Take a seat. Now, very important. Come behind the boss. Why? You look on the mirror, on the right. You can see the entrance where you walked in just now. On the left, we can see staircase. Anyone going up, coming down. And you can see in front who's in the house. So those days, he used mirror as a live CCTV camera without electricity. And why? The owner of this mansion, he was a leader for the Hai San, the mafia boss. They're very cautious on his surrounding. And then during that time, we don't have this partition added on. So you can see very clear, no obstruction down there. Alright, so from here, come, thank you boss, we go inside here. So these rooms are basically for the local Chinese. Why? Because during that time, opium smoking are very common. No business talk without opium. So these rooms are for them to smoke opium. Opium room. And we can see some opium operators are down there. And why 2 beds, one for the men, the other one for the ladies. All the while they are thinking only the men smoke opium, or ladies they do smoke opium. And from here, come, we go over to the other side. Another room. Yes, so another room are meant for the British. Because during that time, Malaya, we are under the British, during the British colonial time. And a lot of them, they're business partner, so the British have a meeting down here. And during that time, the British, they are selling opium. They're selling, they're smoking. They are doing barter trading. I give you tea, you give me opium. Yes, I can see that. I give you spices, you give me opium. They are dealing in that kind of business. And now I will bring you to the ancestral hall where we're able to see the exact persons of the first owner of this mansion. Everything there, original. 100 years and above collection. Yes, huh? Okay, like you talk to me.
Go. You go.
Okay, so a lot of famous movies, they frame down here. Little Nyonya from Singapore. Here. Nyonya Sinseng. Here. Iron Lady. Here. Little Nyonya from China. Here. And the Crazy Rich Asian.
Also.
Certain part also down here. Very popular place. If there's no COVID-19, no lockdown, I tell you crowded. Usually my group will be about 40 or 50. Come, let's go. This way, please. Watch the step. Watch the step.
Masa sebelah dah.
Big, huh?
Oh, very big. Wow, this is very big.
So this is what we call the ancestral hall. It was built back in 1899, 4 years after they built the mansion. Today, this ancestral hall still belongs to the first generation's descendants. The grandchildren, they sold the mansion, they don't sell the ancestor. It's a private property.
Okay.
All right. And everything here original, 100 over years old. We look at the figuring on the left and right. The yin on the left, the yang on the right. And the master craftsman came from China, all this was handmade. Even the paintwork, the painting, they are original till today. All right, so we go behind. Come, we look at the Batman. Yeah, look on top. Good?
Oh.
There's a lot of bats.
Oh, this is the real one.
So you can see a lot of bats are down here. Okay? And daytime they will come here and sleep, nighttime they go out. Okay? And the Chinese believe if the best comes to your house, it means good luck. You can start to buy kuda, toto, magnum. Good luck. Bipo. Tôi nói xong si bipo, bôi chim lại lúc cái tâm toto, magnum, kuda, cô sẽ nhớ. Now, can put a step over here. We look at the statue, right over there. Exact persons of the first owner, Kapitan Chong Teng Kui. And this statue was presented in remembrance of him by the British government. Because those were the days he tagged along with the British. And they've done a lot of charity during that time. They even built a statue as a remembrance of him, the VIPs from the olden days. And here we look up there, beautiful, handmade. 100 over years ago, but already repainted. Because the paint underneath the sun, they got faded. Okay? Beautiful.
From China?
Yeah, the master craftsmen, they came from China and all this was handmade. Beautiful. Yeah, but already repainted because the paint under the sun.
Yeah.
All right. So from here, after the tour, you still can come back here, walk around. So I will bring you upstairs now. Come, let's go. I will move upstairs.
Okay.
Careful the step, huh?
Yang shooting lah. Penat dia tanah.
Okay, so we go upstairs. Please remove the shoes. Wait, continue. Pass on.
Remove the shoes here.
Okay, so please remove the shoes. We go upstairs.
Elok ya. Elok.
Coming.
Coming. Boleh naik je lah.
Beautiful. After the tour, you just turn on. Alright, so over here we can see beautiful collection item, and all these items came from England. Back in the 1890s to 1930s, we call the Vaseline glass expense. The common name we call the trumpet vases. You look at it, it looks like the trumpet. What they do with this collection? The base down here, they put fruits, local fruits. The top down there, beautiful fresh flowers. Okay, and they arrange at the center of the topanjang, the long table. Yes. And now we look down here, the kerosene lamp, also from England. During the time Malaya, no electricity. So inside the mansion, beautiful kerosene lamp. So the grandfather, grandmother's time, they're very romantic. No wonder they got so many. Right. So here, the famous Murano glasses. All the way from Venice.
Venice.
Beautiful Murano glasses up here. And the most expensive one, the blue. Yeah. And today collections inside this room worth more than millions trading collection. So multi-million dollars collection like inside this museum. Alright, so from here, come let's go. The Nyonya porcelain ware. Alright, so all these items handmade came from China and different color from different dynasty. And how do you know whether they are genuine or fake? Every pieces they must have a chop underneath, and the chop are very unique. They are submerged underneath, another layer covering top. So no matter how you rub it, can never come out to prevent copycat. Very interesting. And what is important for the Nyonya Baba's family? Kamching. You know what's kamching? Kamching.
Kamching.
Yes, kamching. Relationship. So the olden days, if you visit the Nyonya Baba's family, they serve you with this kind of pot. That means you are very special friends to them. That's why we call kamching. And usually they serve you with soup. That's why kamching. And today, how much the value? 50K. So you can imagine how much I'm earning. Yes. Now, let's go. Another room. The bridal chamber.
What?
So this room we call the bridal chamber. So the Nyonya Baba, the olden days, they married very young. 13, 14, 15 years old. Out they go. Girl, how old are you, girl? 8. 8 only, never mind, 5 more years getting married.
5 more years.
So those were the days they married very young. 13, 14, 15. And all marriages are arranged marriage. Match made. Why? The rich, they marry among the rich. Very interesting culture. They don't even know who they are going to marry, except the parents. And the parents will never reveal to them, never tell them who are you going to marry. You ask the Nyonya, who is your husband? I don't know. You are getting married. Yes. You ask the Baba, who is your wife? I don't know. But you are getting married. Yes. They don't see each other until the wedding day. Today, the final countdown. They are going to see each other. After the wedding ceremony, okay? You can see the first time they're going to see each other. The wife can see her husband's face. Because husband only wearing a cap. The face not covered. Oh, husband so handsome, very happy. Yes. But the husband cannot see the face of his wife. Because the wife wearing headgear or veil covering down her face. Still don't know how she looks like until inside this room. That means after the wedding ceremony, everything finished, the party over, everyone gone back. Husband from downstairs bring his wife up here. On the way coming up, his hubby chum 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 chum. Still don't know how she looks like. Yes. Okay.
See, my girl looks very worried.
So inside the room, the wife will be sitting
No
down
more
here.
arrangement.
No more arrangement. You find your own boyfriend. No. Okay. So you can see the wife will be sitting down here. So the first time, husband will look at the face of his wife. He slowly hold the veil. Ta-da-da-dang. Wow, beautiful. Very happy. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. What a beautiful wife you made for me. And they ask me, Stanley, what happened? The wife very ugly. Surprises comes in. Ready, go. Ta-da-da-dang. How about the hand jam? See me out. Oh shit, that means the one must be very ugly. And he cannot reject. He cannot say, mommy, daddy, I don't want to return back. Whatever arranged by the parents, he have to accept. No complaint, no rejection. Inside the heart, I marry one more. Because of this culture, belief and practice, a lot of our grandfather, the olden days, got many, many wives. First one, arranged. I don't like. I go outside, find my own one. I put in Maybank, another one banks in Peranakan. My grandfather got 3. I only got 1, not fair. Okay, so now husband and wife sleeping here. So they have to put a pair of live chicken. 1 boy, 1 girl. Live, huh? This, inside the cage, they cover it up, they put underneath the bed, sleeping with them. Early next morning, when they wake up, they took out the cage, open up the cover, they wait. And usually the boy will jump out. Hey, it's a boy, congratulations. They use the chicken to predict the sex of the baby that will be crazy. Today you want to know the sex, you tell your doctor. Yes. But the olden days, no technology, so they use the chicken technology. Today you try and see, your mother not say you've gone crazy. Don't try, not true. My mom, they'll try this one. Compulsory. The culture, the belief practice. My time, I don't believe, I don't try this. Alright, so come here, come, we move over here. Yes. Over here, we look at the portrait. Kapitan Chong Keng Kui. Altogether, he got 4 wives. First wife in China, never been here. And after she knew that the husband got 3 more wives, look at the face. Cannot smile. Huh? And the second wife in Nyonya, staying here. Alright? And when the husband not around, she was the one in charge. Very aggressive lady. Yeah, they call her Iron Lady. Yes means yes, no means no. They prefer to deal with the husband.
Okay.
And the father down there, his mother down here. And we look at the beautiful chair. This chair are very auspicious for the Chinese. Figure number 8, prosperity. The yin and the yang. Excellent feng shui. So this chair we call lover's chair. The olden days, husband was sitting here holding hands, eye to eye contact.
Wow.
Today, you can always take the photo, go back, ask your carpenter, make one for you. Put their house every day sitting there holding hands, eye to eye. Come inside here. Alright, so this room, the Nyonya, the olden days, they don't wear shorts, t-shirts, singlet, jeans, no. During that time they don't have. So everyone, they put on the sarung kebaya, influenced by the mother. And sarung kebaya, a Malay costume with Chinese design added on. That's why it looks beautiful. I'm a Baba, 66 years old. My wife a Nyonya, same age with me. Grandfather, grandmother. Today my wife still wear this, especially function. And she put on this one, wow, tonight your shape looks like the Coca-Cola bottle. And without the baya, you look like papaya. So big. And the modern days Nyonya, you look down there very sexy. That's why whenever I want to fly anywhere, I always try to take SIE. Look, the air hostess, a beautiful. Alright, now this is that. And we look at the black and white television.
Singapore Airlines.
The black and white TV, 1900.
1900.
1900, all the way from Denmark. And today this company gone, no more.
Very nice.
Yes, they're still solid. And now the olden days, Samsonite bag, you can see.
Oh, Samsonite.
These are all very, very strong bags. These are all leather.
Samsonite.
The olden days luggage, let's see, beautiful. Alright, come, we go over to the other show. Alright, so here, this room are meant for the Nyonya, the ladies' room. And you'll be wondering why the bed are very small bed, because they married very young, 13, 14, 15 years old. Okay, so basically all the Nyonya, they're very young, that's why they look down here, the bed are very small bed. Okay, so now from here we go downstairs, I bring you to another building now. I will go behind.
Very small bed. Wah, ada aircon. Cantik eh? Di atas ada chandelier. Susah betul. So you can see the picture there. Wow.
The painting are real. This one for Thailand.
Okay, so over here, this is still part of the mansion. So those were the days, this area was used as servant quarters. One for the men, one for the women. And here, a big courtyard opening. So 100% renovation was done out here. Today, my boss turned this area into a straight Chinese Jewish connection center. Millions of dollars collections of jewelry are there. And over here, beautiful handicraft. Come, let's go inside there. Take a look. Careful the step. Watch the step. These are all for sale. Okay, so collections over here, they are all for sale. So if you're interested after the tour, you still can come back here and take a look. So in the meantime, exhibition are beside there. Come, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, so here, the collections over here, they are not for sale. Security here, very tight everywhere. We walk around, eyes are every corner. So now we look at the beautiful diamond headgear. Today we don't see this item, but those were the days, Malaya, during the British colonial time, these are very common. And the beautiful golden necklace with diamond ornaments. Yeah. Yes, and now we come over here. Take a look at the golden hoop. Yes, this is what the golden hook, what they use for. These are all real gold. They use just to hang the curtain and mosquito net.
Oh.
Because during that time, gold are very common, they are very cheap, and they are doing barter trading. I give you spices, you give me gold. I give you opium, I want gold. Gold are very common, those are the days. You see? That's what you see. And now we move over here, we look at this item. The golden bag. These are all real gold. Golden wire mesh bag. Today you ask a goldsmith, they don't know how to do that. So the olden days, the craftsmanship, the very, very fine craftsmanship. Beautiful. And now I want to share with you another masterpiece. Come, take a look at this one. Already more than 100 over years old. Come over here. Yes. We look at the headgear, the brooch and the earring, the blue color. What is that? A lot of them, they say, Stanley, this is turquoise. No. It came from the feathers of the bird. Kingfisher. They trapped the bird, they took only 1 or 2 feathers. They let go the bird. They don't kill the goose and lay the golden eggs. So they took the feather, they pulled the side of the feather, strand by strand, handmade into all this. From our naked eyes, we can't see. Come, give me your phone. I'll show you how to take this type of photo. Just put your phone flat. Okay, open it up. 1. Okay, can you see? Okay, yes. So from here, I open it up. You're able to see what I mean. These are all feathers of the bird. So you notice a lot of gold, they use the gold frame to hold the feathers. And today the gold color also changed, but the feather never changed. That's why the amazing bird kingfisher, why they don't use murai batu, tekuko or mobo. Because this kingfisher, the feather never fade, the color never fade. And today control item, 100 years old. Beautiful. So you can take photo, Okay, so here This one golden belt. Golden belt. So the Nyonya Baba, they wear sarong. So this one for the ladies, this one for the gentlemen. And during that time, the Nyonya Baba, they love to wear jewelries. They want to show people how wealthy they are. And those were the days, zero crime. Because why? They stay in the kampung. Everyone knows everybody. No snatcher, no horror. Okay. So very safe. And today you wear this one, your sarong also disappear. Alright, this side. Careful, watch your step. So you can see, so the olden days, in your birthday, they will give you this as present. Birthday present. Give you one piece, the big one.
Wow. Okay.
Now, this you can see. And you look at the golden chain. That's why I say the olden days, you look at the grandfather, grandmothers, they walk hunchback. They gantung until all walk like that. So big. Alright. So here, look at the beautiful jade item. This one came from China. 100 years at the book collection. My boss' personal collection. Beautiful. And the real goldfish. This is the real one. Made of gold. Cannot swim. That's why you say goldfish. See, beautiful goldfish. Okay? And now we look down here. These are collections of mechanical pocket watches. We have Omega, we have Oris, Orions, Rolex, Seiko. Some of the brand I don't even know them. My boss' personal collection and all still working condition. And if you love sunglasses, go for this type. I don't have it.
You mean your parents? Boss, your boss means your parents. Your parents collection, is it?
No, my boss collection.
Oh, boss collection. No.
I have no relations to
The mention.
No relation. I'm working. 66 old jalan-jalan cari makan. Alright, so here we look at these flowers. These are jasmine flowers, bunga meluk. So during that time, perfume are very rare. So the nyonya, they collect bunga meluk. They go through the street, jasmine, and you look at the photo, they have bun, sanggui. So they will tie around the bun. Okay? So they have a party in the house, everyone comes along with this. The house smells jasmine. Have you seen a bunga meluk?
What color one?
Last night,
White.
last night I was with my friends a coffee shop. I was having a drink down there. I smell. It was so nice smell. Then at night, somehow I with pantang cannot say, hey, what's so smelly? The ghost will come out. Hantu come out. The belief. And see, you look at the bunga meluk. So big. Very big. Usually very small. Bunga meluk, but this one very big. Then I asked my friend, no, this one special brand. Branded one, very nice smell. Very nice smell. So that's why the olden days, all the nyonya, they don't have perfume. They collect bunga meluk and they have a sanggui, they tie around. So you tie down there, I'll get bunga meluk for you to put. So they have a party, everyone comes out, the whole house, all bunga meluk smell. Very nice. Today your smell just natural smell original. Today all smelling chemical. Yes. Now we look at this line. Yeah. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody take one now. Then my boss down there camera looking at me. The guy shoot me. Right. So this one is not for the hand. We call gelang kaki. So the culture during that time, wedding night, husband have to wear the gelang kaki on the legs one wife. Why? He believed that the wife cannot run away. And at the same time, during that time, you look at all the ladies, they have gelang kaki, that means all married. Today, not yet married, still not yet. Alright, come, let's go. Careful, a small step here, we go to the next room. Come, let's go.
Selamat berbismillah.
Jalan cari laksa Penang.
Alright, so here, this room, we're able to see all the beautiful collections items handmade by the Nyonya. Those were the days. Lesson number 1. The mother must teach her daughter 3 things at the age of 7, 8, 9 years old. Yeah, 8 years old, right? Will mom teach you anything? She must know how to do needlework, number 1. She must know how to do embroidery, number 2. And she must know how to cook, number 3. To prepare for the wedding, 13, 14, 15. So you can see, today I ask the modern generation, do you know how to needlework? Stanley, Uncle Stanley, I never seen how a needle looks like. Yeah, very good one. Alright, so you can see, those were the days, the life of the Nyonya, they're very tough. Because why? After married, she had to make a pair of shoes for the husband. I married my wife didn't make shoes for me. You want shoes? We go supermarket. Bata. Buy 1, free 2. I got to pay for the other 2. So before they make the shoes, they have to use the very tiny beads. These are manet. And these beads, they are imported from France. They came from France, they are made of glass. These are all glass beads. And before she made the shoes, she come up with the face of the shoes. Then only can make the shoes. And this is what we call the face of the shoes. You see? Then only you can make the shoes. Custom manet. Tiny. And today, one pair, 700 to 800 ringgit. Singapore, more than 1,000. Today, only 3 places you can find. Singapore, Malacca, Penang. They're very expensive. So from here, can we move inside here? Okay, so after they master the shoes, they divert. They start to make handbag, wallet, purse. Today, no one knitting this, but shoes are still people making. All handmade. That's why you look at it, they're shining. These are all glass beads. And now I'll share with you the famous food binding from China. We call the 3 ninja street.
3 ninja street.
Okay, so now we look at the shoes down here. Nothing to do with the Nyonya. The Chinese culture in China, those were the days. The famous foot binding. In China, they believe the smallest feet you have, the most beautiful lady you are. Okay? And today, all the beautiful ladies, very big feet. And during that time, a lot of children died at the age of 1, 2 years old. They are very young, the bone are soft, they break the bone. Okay? They break the bone, they bind the feet. To learn how to walk took her more or less more than a year. To learn how to walk. So you can see down here, these are enlarged. And you notice this one round. So when they bind the feet, a lot of children die at the age of 1, 2 years old. They're so young. No injection, no painkiller, no antibiotic. A lot of them, they break the bone and they bind it. So when they break the bone down here, they grow underneath. And that's why you look down here, this one, you put down there. After that, then, okay, ready, they let go of it. That's why we call the 3 inches pig. A lot of them, they die from gangrene and infection. Until we built in China in 1917, Dr. Sanderson became the leader, he put a full stop to this culture. That's why today you don't see anymore.
Quite scary, like how to sustain when the body so big.
Yes, that's why I said to learn how to walk, it took her more than a year. And when she walked, my time, you can see, I think I'm your mother. Your mom. Her time, she see. She almost see. Yes, that's all. And then my grandfather got 3. One of them from China, she got this type of feet. And she walks very sexy. He said, yeah, very sexy. And you touch her, it's like a bowling ball touches the pin. Down she goes. You can go near only when she's sitting down. Support. And we don't like to go near. It's how we are. Very smelly. Okay, come over here.
Tapi tu pergi bawah kan, dia patah kan. Kan. Wah. Sini lagi gila. This is crazy.
So the Nyonya Baba, they married, they celebrate for 12 days. Every night, Dongang Sayang, party, singing and dancing. Alright, so here we look at the headgear. Remember? The wedding day, the wife with the bride wear this. And with a veil covering down. So the husband, da-da-da-da, beautiful, da-da-da-da, oh shit. Today, no more. They don't
Covered with the brick.
yes, usually
The veil lah.
and then you cannot see. That's why they say our younger days, you ask your mom, maybe she knows. People married, you want to go and see this. Go and look at the bride. Call senior, you can never see the face. Oh, only for the husband eyes. Like James Bond, all your eyes. Alright, so here we look at this basket. Inside they used to put a lot of gold, diamond, silver, jade, money for dowry. They call hantaran.
Hantaran lah. Dowry.
So they carry a lot. Alright, so now I want to share the differences between the Nyonya in Penang and Malacca. They have difference. How to identify them? 3 things. Penang, all the Nyonya, they comb the bun, the sanggui, on top of the head. All the bun on top. Malacca, they comb the bun behind. You look at the way they comb the sanggui. Number 2, communication. Penang, we speak 80% local dialect, Hokkien. 20% Malay, Campur. But there they speak 80% Malay, 20% local dialect. Opposite. Until today, when the Nyonya Baba from Malacca, they come over here, all the while they speak with me in Malay. And then 2 weeks ago, one gentleman, pure Baba, Chinese, can't even speak his own dialect. All the while talking to me in Malay. The modern one, we jump off with English. Okay? And the third thing, the food are different. Penang, all the Peranakan food, you can see they follow the Chinese style. There they follow to the Malay style. There's a summer food in Malacca they have, we don't have, we have, they don't have. But today, because of business, all japlang, all mixed up. Okay? So our last stop, I'll bring you over to the kitchen. And this is a free guided tour. Tipping is up to you, no obligation.
Okey lah cik dah. Ni nak say dowry. Thanks.
Okay, so over here, we look at the photo. The typical photos down here of the Nyonya Baba's family. And you notice one thing, they wear tie and very coat. Influenced by the British. Because during that time, Malaya, they are under the British colony. And you look at the photo down here, husband and wife. 2 sons are so big. Why? Because they married
Married
very
very
young.
young.
13, 14, 15. Today, the modern generation, you can be a grandfather. But the olden days, they have great-grandfather. If they die. Because why they marry so young? Our time married to 30 years old, 50 years old, son 60 years old, still married, come to school. Yes, we go to the modern kitchen. Inside. Yeah, careful this step. Careful, the wash step. Okay, ini bambana, ini bambana. Alright, yeah.
Oh, asyik fun lah.
Apa dia ni? Hah?
Yelah, mansion.
Okay, so this is the original size for the kitchen. So during that time, no toilet inside the house. They don't have toilet. Come over here.
Outside lah.
Toilet outside the
Outside.
house. They don't have tap water. They use well water.
Well,
So no toilet. So today the modern toilet are here. And you can imagine one big square. And here opening. Here this side no blocking opening. No electricity. And the cooking area from here goes there and comes back here. And here they use a shutter. Raining they close, but normally open because no electricity. Alright. And then from here we look over there, it looks like a Chinese pharmacy. Why? Because during that time, food poisoning #1 killer. Yeah. And the owner of this mansion, he was a mafia boss. A lot of enemies. Everyone want to get rid of him. He don't trust outside doctor. He even have his own doctor in the house. That's why. You look down there, looks like Chinese pharmacy. And then during that time, they don't sell food outside. So the Nyonya have to cook the food and put inside the tiffin carrier.
Tiffin.
Husband use as a lunch box and bring it to the working site. And during my time, no plastic bag. Okay? Our time, no plastic bag. You want to buy anything, the soup, you have to bring the tiffin carrier. And the Nyonya Baba, they are famous for their Nyonya Koi. Come, take a look. So they see down here. Yes. Everything done by hand. You see, yeah. Angku all down here, kuih bulu, kuih bangkit, all down here, kuih kapik on, I don't know where already. And this one is a mooncake. Today mooncake festival. The olden days mooncake very big for the whole family. Today mooncake not enough for you. Some more expensive. And then they don't have electricity, no refrigerator. My time don't have. So you can see they cook the food, they put it outside, they eat already, and usually they have to keep some for the evening. So where they keep? Inside here.
Ni awak suka ni.
They push inside, they close it. They canto, they hang it. No flies, no lizard, no ants. Okay, that evening time they just take it out, make it hot a bit. Okay, makan a bit. Because no refrigerator. And now we come over here, we look at this chair. Excuse me. Alright, so now we look at this chair. This chair are meant for the baby's chair. You can pee, you can poo, no problem. I sat on this chair. Penang still, a lot of them using, they're still selling this. Waterproof, no need to wear pampers. Alright, so once the mother tired, you just turn it over, the mother then take a seat. We call the mother Penang still selling. So the mother busy cooking, baby inside. You don't run here, run there. You go inside, you play ABC, one, two, three. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stanley. I'm done with the tour. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still walk around.